How dogs say sorry. You won't believe this. Ever wondered if your furry friend feels bad after chewing your favorite shoes? Do they actually apologize? Get ready to decode the secret language of canine remorse. You're about to discover the surprisingly sweet ways dogs try to make amends. If you've ever looked into your dog's eyes after they've done something wrong, you've likely seen that guilty expression. But is it really guilt? Or is it something else entirely? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the truth. Dogs are more expressive than we give them credit for, and their behavior after they've done something wrong is often adorable, puzzling, and insightful all at once. In this video, we'll dive deep into their fascinating way of communicating apologies. Dogs might not be able to say "I'm sorry" with words, but they're masters of nonverbal communication. They have a whole repertoire of behaviors that we often interpret as apologies. But do they actually feel guilt the way we do? The truth is, dogs don't experience guilt in the same complex way humans do. However, they are incredibly attuned to our emotions. They're experts at reading our body language and tone of voice. Their world revolves around understanding their humans. They know when you're happy, sad, frustrated, or disappointed. And when they sense the latter, they react in ways that seem almost human. When they sense our displeasure, their apologies are really attempts to restore harmony. They want to avoid conflict and get back in our good graces. It's all about maintaining that pack, family, cohesion. Dogs have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, which means they have developed incredible emotional intelligence. They're wired to seek approval, which is why they react the way they do when they sense you're upset. They can pick up on even the smallest cues, like the way you sigh, frown, or move your hands. In the wild, their ancestors relied on this sensitivity to maintain order within the pack. So, while it might not be guilt as we know it, their reaction is deeply rooted in social survival. This is why punishment-based training doesn't work as well as positive reinforcement. Dogs don't respond well to fear, but they thrive on encouragement and approval. These behaviors are driven by a deep-seated desire to please us. They want to keep the peace and ensure they're still part of the loving family unit. So, what are these telltale signs of canine remorse? Let's dive into the fascinating world of doggy apologies. We'll explore the subtle cues and not-so-subtle gestures that indicate your dog knows they've messed up. Prepare to be amazed by their sensitivity and clever communication skills. Keep an eye out for these behaviors the next time your dog does something naughty. One of the most common signs of a dog apologizing is a lowered posture. This can involve crouching down low to the ground. It might also include tucking their tail between their legs. This submissive stance is deeply ingrained in their DNA. It's an instinctual way of saying, "I mean no harm." Averting their gaze is another key component of this submissive display. These actions signal that they recognize your dominance. They're attempting to appease you and show they mean no harm. This is a learned response, as dogs who display respect and submission in the wild are more likely to be accepted by their pack. This reaction is deeply instinctual. In a pack setting, a lower-ranked dog will display submission to avoid confrontation. Your dog is showing that they acknowledge your authority in the household. This posture conveys a clear message. I understand I've upset you, and I don't want any trouble. It's their way of saying, please don't be mad. It's a vulnerable and endearing display. Lip licking and yawning, when not related to hunger or tiredness, are often displacement behaviors. These actions indicate stress and discomfort. Your dog is feeling anxious about your reaction. Think of it as their way of trying to calm you down. They see you're upset, and they're trying to diffuse the tension. These behaviors are used to diffuse tension in the air. They're trying to calm themselves down in a stressful situation. It's like they're saying, everything's okay, everything's okay. It's fascinating how dogs have developed these behaviors as a form of social communication. They hope these calming signals will also ease your anger. It's a subtle way of saying, I'm not a threat, please relax. They're trying to de-escalate the situation. Interestingly, dogs also use these same behaviors to calm down other dogs. If you watch dogs interact, you'll often see one lick its lips or yawn when another dog is acting aggressively. This is a universal calming signal in the canine world. Whale eye refers to when you can see the whites of your dog's eyes. This happens when they look at you from the corner of their eye without turning their head. It's a subtle but significant sign. If your dog is doing this, it means they are hyper-aware of your mood and are preparing for your reaction. This indicates they're aware of your displeasure. They're trying to monitor your reaction without making direct eye contact. Direct eye contact can be seen as a challenge in the dog world. They're avoiding direct confrontation and showing submission. It's a sign of anxiety and discomfort. They know they've done something wrong and are bracing for your response. You might notice this behavior when your dog is caught in the act. If you've ever walked in on your dog digging through the trash, you've likely seen those big, guilty-looking eyes staring up at you. It's their way of saying, "Uh-oh, I've been caught." Dogs often offer appeasement behaviors to smooth things over. This might involve bringing you a favorite toy. It could also be nudging you with their nose. Some dogs even perform a little dance, wiggling around excitedly in hopes of lightening the mood. Licking your hand is another common appeasement gesture. These actions are meant to redirect your attention. They're trying to distract you from their misdeed. These are gestures of goodwill, designed to regain your affection and forgiveness. It's their way of saying, "Let's forget about what happened and be friends again." It's a heartwarming attempt to mend fences. Some dogs even roll over and expose their belly as a way of showing vulnerability. In dog language, exposing the belly is the ultimate sign of trust and submission. If your dog does this after misbehaving, they're signaling that they mean no harm and want to restore peace. It's crucial to remember that dogs live in the present moment. They don't dwell on past mistakes. They don't harbor human-like guilt or resentment. This means they don't understand punishment for something they did hours ago. Correcting behavior must happen in the moment for them to make the connection. Their apologies are immediate reactions to your emotional state. They're responding to your anger or disappointment in the here and now. It's not a calculated strategy. Understanding this can help you become a better dog owner. Instead of punishing past behavior, focus on guiding them toward better choices in the future. This is why scolding your dog long after the event has no effect. If your dog chewed your shoes while you were at work, they won't understand why you're upset hours later. Dogs learn best when feedback is immediate. When addressing a situation, try to remain calm. Avoid prolonged scolding or punishment. This can create fear and anxiety, damaging your bond. Focus on positive reinforcement and redirecting their behavior in the future. Reward good behavior and gently guide them away from unwanted actions. Understanding these cues will strengthen your bond. By recognizing and responding appropriately to their apologies, you'll build a stronger, more trusting relationship with your furry friend. You'll be speaking their language, and in doing so, you'll create an environment where your dog feels safe, loved, and eager to please. So, next time your dog gives you the whale eye or offers you their favorite toy after a mishap, remember they're not necessarily feeling guilty. They're simply trying to restore harmony and show you they love you. It's a testament to their incredible sensitivity and their unwavering devotion to their human family. Cherish these moments and appreciate the unique ways your dog communicates their affection. Being able to read your dog's body language will also help you in other areas of dog training. By understanding what they're telling you, you can build a deeper and more positive relationship with your furry friend. Now that you're fluent in doggy apologies, you can better understand and respond to your furry friend's emotional cues. This will lead to a happier, healthier, and more harmonious relationship. Ready to take your dog owner skills to the next level? There's even more to learn about canine behavior and communication. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about understanding your dog, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Share this video with your fellow dog lovers so they can decode their furry friends' apologies too. Leave a comment below telling us about the funniest apology you've ever received from your dog. And for even more in-depth training tips and resources, check out the links in the description below. Every dog deserves to be understood and loved. Let's spread the knowledge together.